Hey, everybody. Feel free to ping people into the room. You know, people love to be pinged in the middle of the day. So while we wait, we'll wait a couple minutes to get things going, and then we will get going. Audrey, how are you doing?
Very well. Just adding some more people. Excited to be on the other side of the clubhouse today.
Oh, yeah, you're in the hot seat today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
instead of asking questions, answering some of those.
I hope you got all the answers.
We shall see.
Perfect. Natalie, how are you doing?
Great. Pinning some people.
Awesome. Let's see. I can never remember how to do a screenshot on my iPad Air. Volume up.
Oh yeah, you're doing everything from your iPad. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I did a little do-it-myself situation.
The old Android user, eh? Got to flip to a real phone.
Of course. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Okay, guys, so we're going to get started. Welcome to our Launchpad. I'm sure people will come in and they'll join as we go along. Just a couple of admin notes before we get started. We'll start in about 2 minutes. You can add people to the chat. All you have to do is press the plus button in the middle of your screen at the bottom. If you press that button, you can add people in. People will be alerted and they'll be able to hop over and join. So obviously people will appreciate that, especially people that are following you, that you're following. Give them a little ping and they'll get a little notification that we're live, which is always exciting. Of course, as we talked about last week, this one will be recorded. So our last week's Launchpad will actually probably go live sometime this week on our social channels. This will be recorded and we'll add it and we will share it on our social media channels as well. Just a quick reminder, I think it's for Dan, who I can't see. If you're not talking, mute yourself. And then that way we don't hear you typing or anything like that. And we will dive right in. So this week's Launchpad topic is probably our most requested. If you don't know what the Launchpad is our weekly show hosted by ClickDealer, where we talk about the world of affiliate marketing and digital marketing. Last week's talk was very popular with people. We had some amazing guests: Ian Fernando, Attila O'Dre, Aki Haman, and also Hen Kanan. And those guests talked about the affiliate marketing world at large. But we had a lot of requests that came in afterwards, and something that Ian Fernando talked about, which was actually getting feedback and insight and conversations with actual affiliate managers and networks. So what we did today is we put together a panel of some of our senior affiliate managers from the team that are here to talk with us today. Again, if you have any questions, you can press the hand and put up your hand, and we'll bring you up on stage. So, Natalie, I'm going to pass it over to you if you want to do an introduction of our guests today.
Yeah, of course. So Audrey, today she is our guest, and she joined ClickDealer team in 2017, and she's based in our Amsterdam office. An experienced affiliate manager who is always the life of the party, has traveled the world with ClickDealer and always helping her publishers whenever they need her. She's also our amazing co-host of the Clubhouse each week. Another our guest is Daniel. Daniel joined the ClickDealer team also in 2017, and he's based in our Toronto, Canada office. Daniel has a background in sales and has helped many affiliates scale campaigns to record heights. His older brother worked for ClickDealer before him, so you could say ClickDealer is in the family for him. Eli joined the ClickDealer team in 2019, based in our Toronto, Canada office. Once a professional soccer player in Brazil, Eli became an affiliate, which eventually led him to joining our team. He is an expert in mailing and white hat lead generation traffic. So guys, if you have something to add, please.
Okay, since I'm the girl, I can start. Just a short thing from my side. So I'm Audrey. I've been with ClickDealer for over 4 years. I joined it by accident. I moved countries because of ClickDealer. So from England, I moved to Amsterdam. And I think it's the best decision of my life so far. And originally, I'm from Lithuania. If somebody does know that. So yeah, that's a bit about me.
Awesome. Thank you.
I guess I'll go next. And thanks for the intro there, Natalie. For me, like Natalie was saying, I played soccer for most of my life here in Canada and Brazil and the United States. But eventually the injuries got the best of me, so I had to retire early. But yeah, back in 2015, I actually came across an ad on YouTube, and no, it was not Ty Lopez. It was this guy named Stuart Ross. He was basically selling the dream, and of course, I ended up buying his course. But obviously, nothing went well there. And then after that, I started doing my own research and found out about STM Forum and Mad Society. Met new people. And eventually, I started working with a guy named Carlos Cruz, who basically taught me everything in the affiliate marketing industry at the time. Unfortunately, at the time, I got introduced to Black Hat, so it was just like burning through accounts, and it was just horrible. So I moved on to a lead gen, where things were much better, more consistent, and I was able to finally start seeing real results with in affiliate marketing. And eventually, back in 2019, I came across the opportunity to work with ClickDealer. Was something I just couldn't pass up, and it's been a great journey ever since. And yeah.
Hey, I'm Daniel 𝐓𝐡𝐞 and Natalie, you did such a fantastic job of introducing all of us. I don't even know if I need to speak all that much, but I will say thank you very much for the opportunity to be on the call. When Henry told me earlier in the week, I've been really pumped up about it actually, because during this pandemic, there's not much going on, and any opportunity you have to be social and to network, I think you got to really jump on that. So I really appreciate the opportunity. As Natalie alluded to earlier, I have been with ClickDealer for about 4 years. I began in 2017, and it has been an amazing 4 years. I absolutely love the industry. I've met some fantastic people. I have developed some fantastic relationships. I've got to travel the world. I've got to party with ClickDealer, and I work with some of the best people, including our benevolent leader, Taras, who I've known for quite some time, and Henry. They are both just great managers and great people to work for, and to get the support that we do is actually fantastic. Before I began at ClickDealer, I actually worked at Harry Rosen, which is a high-end men's retail store in Toronto. It is specializing in tailored clothing and sportswear. So as Natalie was speaking about, I was in kind of face-to-face sales for quite some time. It was a great experience. We had some fantastic high-end clientele. I got to meet the who's who in the world. I got to sell to Drake, to Dave Chappelle, to Bill Clinton, to LeBron James, you name it. I've met a lot of people and got the opportunity to sell to them and learn from them, which has been really cool. But yeah, in 2017, I kind of got tired of that grind. I was working really long hours over the weekends, and I decided I wanted to try something new. And that's when Rick, gave TK the call and said, can you hook up a little nepotism here and get my brother on board? And TK was able to flex some muscle and get me on board. So I'm really grateful for that. It has been a fantastic learning opportunity, and I look forward to just continue to learn. So that's about me.
Awesome. Thanks, guys, for the introductions. I'm going to quickly go and do a quick follow-up on you guys. Obviously, you all have very different backgrounds, which is kind of reflective of what affiliates face when they come into our industry, right? You could be coming from any background and then end up in this industry. Myself, I did broadcasting. I worked at Starbucks, did a bunch of different things before I ended up in this industry. So I guess I would ask, you kind of alluded to how you ended up, but what's something that you take from your past experience that has really helped you transition into this industry? Dan, I guess I'll start with you, and then we'll go Eli and Audrey.
I think for me, it's as I kind of spoke about before, we were not in like your average retail, transactional based selling. Like all of our selling was relationship based selling. And if there's anything I've taken out of that is that you can bring that to any business whatsoever. And I feel like I've been able to take the knowledge that I learned over my time there and kind of apply it to what I'm doing here at ClickDealer and be able to kind of to harness my ability to build my relationships with my publishers and really help them scale and get them over the top in terms of whatever they need. So that would be kind of one thing that I would bring from my past job.
Awesome. And Eli, you talked about being an affiliate before and also a professional soccer player. Like, what's something you brought from your past experience that's benefited you?
Well, I think for me, it's really simple, especially playing soccer. For me, it would be competition. I think being very competitive is what I guess gave me an edge over a lot of people, especially coming into affiliate marketing. Trying to stay ahead was super important for me, and it just helped me grow and and having the confidence to just keep going, even like in the beginning when it's hard. You don't know anyone in the industry, you don't know who to turn to for advice, but then if you have that competitive mindset mentality, then you just keep grinding away until you figure it out. So yeah.
Awesome. And Audrey?
Well, I guess to me it's a little bit different from the guys because it's my first actual job. So, so I actually left the university and I landed an opportunity here. So to me it was about proving myself, just because I started as an intern. So for 6 months, I was really eager to get all of the information in and just this determination to push forward. So I guess, like, yeah, I did the same in university while getting my degree and then moving countries. So just this ability to push myself forward. So I think that's what helped me a lot. Yeah.
Awesome. And so we're going to dive in because obviously, we can talk about you guys, but the goal of today is to really give some content, some information to those affiliates out there that are looking for that extra help, that little bit of insight from affiliate managers, which, obviously one of the things that Dan alluded to was it has been so long since affiliates have been able to go to conferences and meet up and all that sort of stuff. So I guess a really great place to start, and I'm going to steal Natalie's next question. I'm going to ask you, where do you keep informed with what's going on in the industry, and where do you think affiliates should be looking to stay up to date with, what's new in the industry, what's going on, especially when you can't get to conferences? So I'll start that off with Audrey.
Okay, so for me, number one, since I joined the company, there are forums that I follow. So STM, because if something is happening in the industry, it will be reflected in there. People will be asking questions. So I think that's one of my go-to things. And also, I really, really benefit from my colleagues and even from competition. So I keep in touch with the people within the industry and I follow on Instagram and on Facebook such people as like Paul J or J Hunt. So these are the mediums that I use. Oh, and also Telegram, of course. Like there are multiple Telegram groups that helps me to keep informed on a daily basis. So yeah, that's it from me, I guess.
Dan, Eli?
Yeah, for sure. I can go. For me, it's pretty much I use two forums, Uplift and Stack That Money, STM. For Uplift, I think it's a fantastic place for any beginners to the industry to start. I think they offer, like, when I signed up a year or so ago, I think it was like $250 American for a lifetime membership, which is fantastic. value. STM's obviously got a ton more content and they've been around a little bit longer, but they're a little bit more expensive. I think they're about, 150 a month. So actually I do the little brother trick and I let my brother pay for that and I steal his login and I pay for the cheap one. But yeah, other than that, I did have accounts with like Warrior and Affiliate Fix and Black Hat World and some other ones. But yeah, pretty much just Stack That Money and Uplift. Some gurus that I follow, obviously Attila, we're doing a partnership with him. He's got some fantastic content. He's kind of like the OG and like the real guru who actually knows how to run campaigns and make money, unlike a lot of the other guys. Ian Fernando is another one who I follow. Tons of good content from him. You actually had a fantastic video with him last week. I really enjoyed that, Henry. And then I have like Servando Silva. I got to give a shout out to him. He's a good buddy of mine, a pub that I manage right now, actually. So I definitely enjoy listening and watching or reading his content. And then kind of like what Audrey talked about, Telegram is a fantastic opportunity to see what's going on. And then lastly, I would say just pretty much keeping in contact with your publishers and your colleagues, and we have the opportunity to have calls every day and kind of touch base on what's going on. So a lot of insightful information is being shared all the time.
Awesome. And yeah, that's a good shout out, actually. That video with Ian Fernando, I got to do a really great interview with him after last week, and he's a super, super interesting guy. And I know there's some more content coming out with ClickDealer as well. So really cool guy to talk to if you get a chance. Eli, looking at your experience and kind of where you came from, you're kind of a little bit more unique because you obviously come from the affiliate side. So for you, how did you keep it up to date, and also how did you know what was bullshit and what wasn't? That's a big question that affiliates have, right? There's all these gurus out there, but how do you know what's real and what's not?
I mean, well, first off, yeah, it's definitely interesting to be on both sides of the spectrum here. Before becoming an affiliate manager, obviously you always had questions of how it is to be an affiliate manager and what goes on in the network. And I definitely think there's advantages and disadvantages to both sides, but mostly advantages. I think being an affiliate manager, you get to see obviously what works, what people are what are trends, and what's crushing in the industry, and various different verticals. And I think that helps you stay ahead. But I think also what helped me in affiliate as an affiliate manager is just building relationships. Meeting the right people. I think it's super important in this industry. You don't want to just meet anyone. If you have a good relationship with a top affiliate who's been working for years in the industry, then you're always gonna stay ahead. And like Dan said, I actually he mentioned Attila. I actually work very close with Attila, and I think he's a very real guy. He's been in this industry for well over 20 years, knows what he's doing. He's always putting out content, on his blog, and he's always ahead of the competition. So this guy is real dude. So I recommend that you guys check him out if you haven't yet. And and I mean, as far as staying informed in this industry, for me, it's all about like Facebook groups. There's a lot of good groups out there. Especially for people who want to do lead gen. There's groups like Affiliates Ask Anything and Facebook Ad Buyers. These are some pretty big groups that most top affiliates are there to give advice and or whatnot. So and then as well as like Audrey and Dan said, Telegram groups, Skype groups, and talking to your top affiliates. Talking to affiliates and having those relationships is just going to put you ahead of everybody else. Like I said, relationship is super important.
Okay,
Awesome.
thank you. And the next question was about influential people or teachers in the industry, but you have already answered about and mentioned Attila, Jan Fernando, STM crew. So we have some more people in our list, and maybe you can also add someone. It's Servando Silva, Paul Jay Hunt, and Aki. Do you agree?
Yeah, of course. These are like the top guys that I follow, and yeah, I completely agree with this list for sure.
Yeah, I just kind of add to that as well. One of the things that Eli brought up was obviously Attila, and you know the reason why I was asking about like what's bullshit and what's not is last week we had a pretty heated conversation about a blog that Charles No he shared talking about affiliate marketing being dead. And obviously, he's pretty well known. He's sold a lot of courses. And it's actually kind of really lit off a big conversation between these so-called gurus or influencers or people like Attila who, you know, are trying to teach people, you know, is affiliate marketing dead and what's not? And that's why I wanted to hear from you guys who you guys really thought affiliates should be following, because obviously you can have completely, you know, opposing views from guys who be in the industry for 10 years. So I guess the next question for you guys is like, do you think affiliate marketing is dead? Do you agree with that sentiment? Are you on the Attila side of things where you think, you know, there's a bright future as long as you're adapting and you're changing? Or are you on the Charles No side of things where you think it's dead and we should all go look for other jobs? I'd love to start with Dan on this one.
Yeah, I definitely disagree with that statement. I mean, I'm pretty sure last time I checked the numbers for our platform, we're doing extremely well. So numbers don't lie, and we're killing it. So just that statement right there kind of proves that it is not dead. However, I mean, it's not as easy as it was, you know, 5, 10 years ago. I think 10 years ago, kind of anyone could take any ad and kind of pop it on Facebook and make a killing, and things have kind of changed in that regard. So you definitely got to work harder, and you got to be willing to grind. Eli talked about it a lot, like just grinding and putting in the work and building those relationships and making sure you're constantly testing and you're learning and you're talking to your affiliate manager and you're doing all those good things that are going to make you successful. But at the end of the day, is affiliate marketing dead? Absolutely not. It is it's doing quite well. In fact, I mean, there are certain verticals that are doing better and better, and White Hat Lead Gen is one of them, of course. And we're going to continue to make that sustainable and grow it. So that is something that we're super pumped about as well.
Awesome. And I know when you're talking about we are like with these crazy numbers, I know you're talking about some of your affiliates and how well they're doing. I mean, in terms of stuff that we've been doing with White Hat, other stuff, like some guys, like some affiliates are just killing it like never before. So it's awesome to see. Eli, I'd love to know, because obviously you said you work closely with Attila, but like, what are your thoughts in terms of where things are? Because you did run traffic before.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta agree with Dan here. Affiliate marketing is definitely not dead, and I don't think it's gonna be going anywhere anytime soon. You know, there's always going to be new verticals, new products to promote. People are always going to want to buy something, and it's just I can't see affiliate marketing dying. It just feels impossible, and I think why people say affiliate marketing is dead is just because they have no creativity, and they, like most people, you know, they can't come up with their own angles. And I think that's something super important in this industry. If you want to stay ahead of people, and thinking outside the box is super important, right? Especially nowadays that competition is just growing rapidly. It's not just about rip and run anymore, like Dan mentioned. It's you know, if you're not creative, you'll get left behind really quick. So I think, you know, being a creative affiliate is extremely valuable. You know, because creative affiliates they know how to promote in original ways that really stand out, right? So basically, they craft high quality content that keeps potential customers engaged and, I guess, interested in what you have to offer. So I think, you know, if you're someone with a creative mindset, you're gonna be ahead in this industry and not think it's a dying that's a dying industry. And yeah, that's my opinion.
Awesome. Audrey or Taras, I know Taras is there as well. But Audrey, do you have anything you want to add to that?
I think the guys summed it up pretty nicely. Obviously, I'm on the same side as they are because I see the numbers and I've been in the industry for quite a while. I know that there were some networks going away and we witnessed that, but I mean, I think that we are stronger than ever. And yes, it's changing. Yes, it's not as easy as before. But also at the same time, you have different side of affiliate marketing where you have way much more tools available for you as an affiliate. So really, from my point of view, from my perspective, it is changing, but there are new verticals emerging, and it's definitely not dead. And there is a lot of opportunities. There are a lot of opportunities for the affiliates. So yeah, that's from my side.
Okay, thank you. And guys, what do you think? If affiliate marketing is alive, then what are the biggest challenges affiliates have to face to grow in this year, in 2021, versus 10 years ago in 2011, for example?
I can start that off. I think competition is one of them. I mean, there's way more people competing for the same bids that you are. So bids are getting higher, competition is getting higher, CPMs are getting higher, CPCs are getting higher. So it's just getting a little bit more tricky in that regard. I know, like I was talking to one of my Facebook pubs, and he typically runs around $15 to $20 or CPCs or CPM, sorry, in USA on Facebook. And the next day he logged in and he was at, $100 CPMs. So that's another thing that's difficult, is kind of like the fluctuations and the volatility that you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. Not to mention, bans and other obstacles that you have to navigate yourself through. So those are just a couple of things that come to mind.
Yeah, it's true. And what do you guys think?
Well, I can just actually add to what Dan just said. It's really the competition, but at the same time, as Eli said before, as long as you are creative, there are new traffic sources emerging like every year. So it's not that you have to stick to one traffic source. I think it's if you're affiliate at this moment, it's the want to try new things and not be afraid trying new things. So I think, like, when I started in the industry, I heard this phrase from someone that not to put eggs in one basket. So I think it's the same with verticals, the same with traffic sources. Just don't be afraid to try, because there are a lot of different opportunities.
Yeah, I guess to add to what Audrey just said, having a willingness to learn is super important. I think, having an open mind to learn new ways is gonna just important for affiliates, because a lot of people, just when they come into this industry, they just stick to one traffic source, one vertical, and basically not open themselves up to other possibilities that can benefit them in the long run, and essentially grow their business. So I mean, any affiliate who wants to grow, I think willing to open up yourselves to other traffic sources and not just stick with like Facebook, go try native or email or SMS, or it's just gonna open up more possibilities for you. And yeah, so
To kind of add to that, I'm going to answer your question as well, Natalie. I think there's a double-edged sword with all the information that's available out there. I guess the term is information overload, and it's a very real thing, and inaction caused by too much information. So you get affiliates who have all these different gurus, all these forums, all this information that's out there, and sometimes it can really cause affiliates to kind of freeze, and really overthink or not want to spend the money to test and learn for themselves. So I think it's a blessing and a curse to have so much information out there and so much opportunity, because much like any other part of our life, you could look at COVID, for example. We won't get too political, but where there's so much information out there, people don't know what to believe. And I think that information overload can directly be related right into affiliate marketing. Is what is the right way of scaling and warming up Facebook accounts? What is the right way to scale or drive quality leads? How do you build your audience and get things going the way you want them to do? And so I definitely think that is something where affiliates can really face the challenge of too much information, even though it can help you a lot more than, say, before some of these forums were around or before you had these conferences. I definitely think information overload and that feeling of being overwhelmed by information can definitely be a challenge for affiliates, especially now in this day and age. And to kind of flip things around on that question, if you had one piece of advice right now for an affiliate who's getting started in affiliate marketing, in terms of like one thing that you think can make a big difference for them, what would it be? In terms of that one piece of advice, if you could give to an affiliate who's getting started, either working with you or just in the industry in general. And we'll start with Eli.
Yeah, so I think the number one advice I would give, and I wish I had this advice, is just to, well, obviously it's hard with COVID, but going to shows is what made the difference for me as an affiliate marketer. In the beginning, obviously, again, we're limited to that right now because of the COVID restrictions, but what made the difference is just my first show, which was in Las Vegas back in 2017. When I went to it, that's what just opened up, everything for me in affiliate marketing. And I was able to, meet new people, build relationships, and it just put me in a position to grow and make connections and make the right connections. And I think that's super important. Obviously, with the way things are now, you got to work extra hard. If you're new and you're coming into this industry, I think that the best thing to do is just get into those forums, those groups, and obviously don't overwhelm yourself with information like Henry just said, but you want to, obviously in the beginning, you want to stick to one thing. And in my experience, I think Facebook is probably one of the easiest traffic sources. A lot of people might disagree, say it's like maybe Push or something, but in my own experience, it's just been so much easier to run on Facebook and just, because in terms of like targeting and scalability, it's all there. And so if you stick to one traffic source, master that first, and have be in a good network, build your relationship with your affiliate manager, ask them what's working, and go from there. Don't try to overwhelm yourself with a million different things, and because at the end you just end up doing nothing. So the most important thing, I guess, the advice is just sticking to one thing in the beginning, and then just master it, and then move on to something else after that.
Awesome. Thanks, Eli. And Audrey, I'll turn to you next on that. What's that one piece of advice that you could give to an affiliate who wants to get started in affiliate marketing?
It might sound very like cliche, but I think one piece of advice that I could give to a person who is starting in affiliate marketing is to just keep on going. Honestly, there are so many guys that starts and they expect that they will get the return and they see the benefits and they become rich within a week or within 2 weeks. It doesn't happen like that. So I think you need to be determined, and the luck, the hard work will pay off. So don't be afraid to ask stupid questions, because there are no stupid questions when you're starting. As Eli said, build a relationship, go on the forums. Now, of course, we cannot go. I also agree that the conferences helped me a lot. really a lot. But now we cannot go. However, we have digital, virtual conferences. Don't be afraid to reach out to people, and just stick to your plan, because determination is a key. Like the best affiliates that started with me from zero, they're still working with me just because they failed multiple times, but they still stick to their original plan. So that's from my side.
I love that. I think that's awesome. I think it's really important, and Ian and I actually talk about it a lot on that the video that he's going to share and he's publishing, is that you need to get the most out of your affiliate manager and really use them as an extension of your team. It's something I always talk about whenever I'm talking to affiliates, and I know I talk to preach about, is your affiliate manager should essentially be an extension of you as an affiliate, right? So you need to use them as you would any other tool or team member to get the most out of your campaigns. I know one of the most important piece of advice that affiliates are, who might listen to this or might find this later on YouTube or wherever we share it, is getting onto ClickDealer isn't always the easiest, and getting an account approved to a network can be really challenging. So I really want to know from, and I'll start with Daniel, what advice would you have for an affiliate who says, I haven't been able to get approved to ClickDealer, or maybe wants to sign up? How do they stand out, and how do they get their account approved to work with ClickDealer? And what are you looking for as an affiliate manager, Dan?
Yeah, well, I would say definitely you can try again. There's no rule for not being able to reapply if you were rejected for one reason or another. Maybe there was a miscommunication, or maybe there was a lack of follow-up, or whatever the case may be in that regard. But yeah, definitely try again. And basically, when we're onboarding affiliates, we're just looking to vet them as much as we possibly can to make sure that the application kind of matches everything that they're talking about and what they want to run and how they want to run it. Obviously, we build our business on being in tune and having relationships with top advertisers, and nothing kills top advertisers and relationships more than letting on fraud, or letting on really crappy traffic, or affiliate managers not doing their job properly and vetting. So some of the questions that we go through are basically, what type of offers are you looking to run, making sure that the traffic that they have suits that offer, making sure that they have a tracker. If they don't have a tracker, then they probably don't know too much, or they're a rookie, in which case you have to kind of caution that. I'm not saying we won't let them on the network, but just give caution, because definitely want to be careful with newer affiliates in that regard. Do they work alone or a part of a team? How long have they been affiliate marketing? What other networks or advertisers have they been working with? We definitely ask for screenshots, screen caps, so be prepared to share any of that relevant information that can kind of back up your claims of your traffic, or how much you've been sending. And that's kind of it.
Awesome. Audrey, I'd love to hear what what you're looking for, and also maybe some of the red flags or stuff that affiliates can avoid when they're trying to apply to ClickDealer or any network if they're looking to get an account, because this is the number one question that our PR team gets, is how do I get an account with ClickDealer, and how do I get approved? Audrey?
Sorry, I think the connection went out. So I thought that I was thinking whether it's me or it's you guys, but I guess it was me. So I only catch the second part of the question, and I think it's about the approval.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think the easiest thing is what I'm trying to do. If you're applying for the second time, but you really want to get on our network, I will just hop on a call with me. I think that the calls help me to understand better whether affiliate is in it to really run it, or he just wants an account, I don't know, just to look for our offers. Because obviously we onboard people and we spend time with them. So I'm giving you my time in order for you to grow and to build a relationship. So I'm looking for someone who is as invested as I am. So if you will show me that you are determined on our call, and you will be able to back your claims up with some proof, then I will approve you. So I think it's really about the transparency in this case.
Yeah, I definitely can relate to that, and I think everyone can. Is like, if like one of the things that used to drive me nuts as an affiliate manager is if you would tell me I can make 30K a month, but then you can't tell me how to what your postback is or if you use a tracker or the basic questions, right? Is just be honest. We work with all types of affiliates, whether they're big, small, medium, large, whether they're experienced or not. But if you can't be honest about it, we can't help you. And then maybe there is an opportunity for us to say go to an STM or go to an AFLIFT or go somewhere and learn more, and then come back to ClickDealer and make money with us. I mean, we've got so much stuff, whether it's like the Smart Link or other stuff that are really newbie friendly. We just have to get you on board. And obviously, if you're not telling us the truth or you're not always 100% honest, that can really hurt that relationship. Eli, do you have anything you want to
Yeah.
add in there? Or sorry, Natalie, go on.
Yeah, thank you. And no, I wanted to say that from the PR side, no point to claim on the forums like they just rejected me and it's their point of view and they're not right. It's not fair. It's all fair.
Yeah, definitely. Eli, it looked like you had one last thing on this topic before Natalie takes us into our final topic.
Yeah, no, I mean, you guys pretty much covered it all. In vetting affiliates. I think like basically what you said, Henry, being real, is and honest and transparent it just helps a lot. Especially if you're a new affiliate. I think most new affiliates think that they're automatically going to get rejected because they have no experience, and yes, that might be the cases with a lot of a lot of networks. But if you just be honest, be like, look, I'm new, but I really want to learn. I'm determined to work hard and grind and grow with you guys, and I'll do what it takes. Then obviously we're going to want to work with an affiliate like that. And there has been cases like myself. I've worked with affiliates who were brand new. I had no clue how to run offers, but came in. I helped them out, and they ended up growing and being successful and having successful campaigns. So, not all affiliate managers will reject you if you are transparent. And they may tell you to go to get some info and do some research on forums, learn a little bit first, and then come back. But any good affiliate manager who wants you to grow and help you, if you're determined. If you're a determined affiliate, then we're not going to reject as long as you're being real. And yeah.
I think just to add to Eli's point, just one last thing. I think that one of the greatest feeling as an affiliate manager that you can experience is seeing the growth from zero to something great and growing the affiliate. So that's the reason why, as Eli said, it's not necessarily that we will reject you just because you are new. We just need to see the determination and the satisfaction of seeing the newbie growing into something great. To me, it's so rewarding. I think it's one of the greatest and the most rewarding parts of my job. So yeah, just because you're new, that doesn't mean that you will get rejected.
Awesome. And just kind of the last thing to kind of add on that topic, and that goes to any of the affiliates who end up listening to this later or who might be listening in the crowd. I know that we've kind of dropped off a little bit here as we go past the half-hour mark. But one thing that I want to really mention to our affiliates out there is it doesn't matter what experience you have. I mean, on the stage today, we've got someone who was working at McDonald's and became an affiliate. We had somebody who was a professional soccer player, someone who was selling high-end suits. We have a student. I was doing sports broadcasting and working at Starbucks. And I mean, there's a lot of different experience that brings you to affiliate marketing. It's what makes the industry so amazing. So just be yourself, be honest. And what a network's looking for is affiliates who are wanting to work with them, be successful. We'll give you all the resources. We'll give you the insight. We'll give you the help. But you have to do your part as an affiliate as well. So I think that's, a great way to kind of move on to another topic is just be yourself, work hard, and your affiliate manager should be working just as hard for you as well. And that's really just, the final word on that topic. So Natalie, I'll turn over to you for our final question for our affiliate managers on the stage.
Yeah, the final question. So, guys, you have shared so much insightful information today, and let's keep the pace. And the last question will be hot markets and verticals. What are you excited about in 2021?
Okay, I can kick off. um, really, even though Eli is the master of whitehead legion actually in our network, I'm excited about this because I see the constant growth and I see opportunities. So I would say legion. Also, I would say that what from my experience since I joined the company, our dating was doing very well and it's still doing very well. So I would say this one also for our smart link because we have our in-house smart link. So I would see those two are exciting for me. And yeah, I'm curious to hear what the guys are excited about.
Yeah, I think you kind of nailed the ones I was gonna talk about as well. Obviously, yeah, Eli has tons of experience in lead gen, and he's actually been a huge reason why we've been able to scale up. And he's taught a ton of us on the affiliate management team about that vertical, and I'm just super pumped to watch it grow. And we have some very cool things coming. We have some new plans to improve our APIs and to get some in-house funnels and to do some very cool things with that very sustainable vertical. So I'm very excited to watch that grow. Another one would be e-com for me. Like with the pandemic and everybody like being at home, I think there's so much potential and opportunity to target and to sell products to people from home, even more than before. So I see that growing and continuing to grow. Some products I can think of are just like fitness products and health, gadgets, clothing. So I continue to watch that in anticipation of more growth. And I know some particular traffic sources that are doing very well would be basically remarketing and in-market ads on Google Display that are doing fantastic on e-com. You can also run lead gen there, so that's pretty cool. Education is going to continue to be a huge vertical. I think people are eager to learn from home as well. So that's something that I think will continue to grow, and we're onboarding new offers with competitive payouts and eagerly testing and trying to scale that up as well. And then you kind of nailed it. Like the dating has always been our bread and butter to our network, and we have our smart link. We have two really killer smart links, one with a pre-lander and one without a pre-lander, and it pretty much accepts any type of traffic other than fraud. Kindly don't send fraud, but anything else you have, if you want to set it up as a redirect or you have any type of traffic, really, it can be a major ROI bucket for you and a portfolio of your business. So that's my take.
Awesome. That's all great stuff. One thing I will mention as we kind of wrap things up and we get to the 45-minute mark and we do close things up, I do want to just thank everyone for coming out today. Thank you to the affiliate managers for joining us today. It's been great, and I'm sure affiliates will love being able to see this later on YouTube and other channels and hear your answers. One last thing is, of course, you can find ClickDealer at clickdealer.com. You can find all of our affiliate managers on Instagram and on Facebook that participated today. But also there, if you go to clickdealer.com/nitro and you're an affiliate, if you sign up now, there's a competition going on for another 3 months where you have the chance to win a Porsche, as Ian corrected me last week, iPhone 12. There's tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of prizes that you can win, whether you sign up today or you signed up 3 months ago. So just a last second plug there. You have 87 days, 3 hours, 10 minutes, and 45 seconds left to participate in that competition. So thank you again, everyone, for joining. And a reminder, we are on every Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern as we dive into the world of affiliate marketing. Click on your hosts, follow their profiles, and we will see you again next week. So thank you, everyone, for joining us at this week on this episode of The Launchpad.
Thank you, guys. Glad to have you in our team.